Well, we kind of have a preview on how well Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is doing sales-wise. I'm really curious on this one because it had some pretty good publicity like a month running up until the game came out because of the demo. That demo was pretty well received. The whole Tifa at the beach thing was all over the place. And I've seen nothing but positive comments from people that have played this game. I've played about 2 hours of it. I chip away at it here and there. So far, I don't see any woke. It seems like a pretty good game. It'll take me a while to get through this game, but I'm enjoying the time that I put into it. I've mostly just been exploring, but I do like it. If you've played it, let me know. But the problem that this game has is the same problem that Final Fantasy XVI had. Final Fantasy XVI was exclusive to the PlayStation 5, which, it's not a massive gaming base of players to grab from for sales. Final Fantasy XVI sales did not meet high expectations, says Square Enix president. I think it did okay, but it didn't make a lot of money, and that's because, how many people can really grab this? What do you, as these games cost a lot of money to make. I can only imagine how much money Final Fantasy VII Rebirth cost. So the narrative is that it's lagging behind Remake. And that's not too much of a surprise when you consider that Remake came out on PS4, got a PS5 release, and a PC release. They're throwing it out there that this game is not going to come to the PC. That's bullshit. It's definitely going to go to PC, 100%. They're trying to talk about how it's only possible on PC or on PS5. Sorry, I don't believe you. They're saying that because they want you to buy it right now. They don't want you to wait for the PC release. But I promise you, in 2 or 3 years, this game will be on PC just like Remake is. And at that point, it'll probably make more money. But it's still pretty early. I think this game will have legs with sales. I could see people buying this throughout the year. So I don't think that this game is dead in the water. But it's being reported that the sales are a concern. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, praised for its engaging plot and playable content, trails in sales behind its predecessor and UK physical sales. So that's what they're going off of this with. They don't have digital numbers for this yet. And that is a thing. I'm sure this sold well digitally. But if it's lacking and lagging compared to the original in one area, it's probably the same across the board. I'm just saying. I can't say that for sure, but usually that is the case. A speculation for the lower physical sales include a decline in physical media purchases and a smaller PS5 player base than on the PS4 when Final Fantasy VII Remake was released. And that's 100% true on the player base thing, for sure. You don't have the size that you had on PS. A lot of people have PS4s compared to PS5s. It's just a fact. When you bring in that there hasn't really even been a price decrease for the PS5 yet, and you also need to take into account that a lot of people couldn't get one for a long time because of the supply and demand. That's different now. I see PS5s in every store I go to. Every time I go to a store like Walmart or something, I always see them in stock. Positive reviews may lead to increased sales for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth once digital release data is factored in, and that's a possibility. I think the real problem here is the fact that it's only available on PS5, right? I think that is a problem for them. Once this goes PC, I think you'll see an improvement. I guess there's a rumor that it could be going to the Switch Part 2 or whatever the hell they're going to call that. I don't know about that. I think PlayStation has, in fact, I'm pretty sure PlayStation has some kind of rights to Final Fantasy VII, that game specifically, because of the first one when it was published. I'm not 100% sure on that because Final Fantasy VII is on every platform now. I think you can even play it on Xbox. So I don't know exactly what the rules are there. You're definitely never going to see it on Xbox. I can tell you that right now. I just think this game goes to PC and the sales come up. That's what I think happens there. I'm kind of shocked by this, though, because, I mean, this game had a lot of good publicity. But, yeah, you take into effect the pricing of gaming, and I've talked about this before. It's expensive to make a game like this. It's a real gamble to make a AAA PS5 exclusive because you can't put it out there everywhere and have a chance to get all your money back. You're stuck with that sample size. Like, that's all you get. That player base. That's all you're going to get is the player base on PS5. And this is just not big enough yet. So, this is a big problem in AAA gaming. And it sucks because I don't like live service games being in everything. I like single-player games. And if a single-player game is good, I'd like it to do well. I mean, I think that that's just beneficial for gamers because then we'll get more single-player games. I like single-player games. I hate this attitude that they're just not needed and we have to make multiplayer and everything so we can get microtransactions and all this shit. So, hopefully, maybe this game will bounce back. So, we'll see. But I don't know if maybe the Final Fantasy brand is just tired. The only one that seems to really be doing great is the online one. That one makes a lot of money. It's also on like every damn platform possible, but the online Final Fantasy, I think it's 14. That thing is raking in money. And that's bad when that's doing well and like these are doing bad because these are what I want to play. I want to play a good single player game. So, hopefully they figure this out. We'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. What do you think the reasoning is for this not doing well? I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.